Welcome to this edition of Talk with Taz Live. God operates in mysterious ways. The mind of man cannot understand, nor should we want to conceive or perceive the vastness that is God's mind. To create the earth in 6 days tells us that God is not an ordinary being. Instead, he is an extraordinary visionary. We've had remarkable visionaries such as Steve Jobs, Apple, Bill Gates, Microsoft, Jeff Bezos, Amazon, and of course, Walt Disney. But even though these men were remarkable visionaries, meaning that they were able to take a concept, this idea, and grow it into a very prosperous empire, they still don't rival the plans that God has for us. Just as those, though, that were closest to these businessmen had to have a blind faith, a blind trust in their vision, likewise, as children of God, we also have to have that blind faith, that trust that regardless of what we can see, it will come to pass. Now, we know that now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. But is it easy to put that faith in action? No, it's not. If we were honest, it's not. We believe, but still it's hard to put it into action. So as I meditated on this morning's message, I thought about these businessmen and I thought, what is it that they know that we don't know? And I guess that, perhaps they understood this phrase that I used to hear when I was a little girl, that seeing is believing. They understood about something about that phrase about seeing. Because when we see something, we have to see it not with the human eye. We have to see it the way God sees it. Now, we can't see it with his vision because remember, we are just mere mortals. And to be able to see with his vision would probably destroy us. Meaning that if we saw his whole plan for our life in one moment, it would be more than we could comprehend or be able to understand, because his plans are so in depth and so intricate. We don't understand how he's truly orchestrating something every second of every day. So when I meditate on this seeing is believing, I'm like, what is it that they saw? What is it that they believed? And then how does that relate to us? And then I thought, well, they had to objectively believe in a plan. Now, I believe all things come from God. Okay. So for me, they had to objectively believe in the plan, that idea, that concept that was in their brain. And then they had to hold fast to it regardless of what troubles, trials came their way, whether it looked like it was going to come to pass or it didn't look like it was going to come to pass. Because remember, faith is the substance of things that are hoped for, the evidence of things that we don't see it. We can't see it with the human eye. And so I thought about how we objectively accept God's vision for our life and how we have to understand that it's possible with our heart. But then we've got to walk in that belief. And by that, I mean, we've got to put some action behind this idea, this belief, because there are lots of people who have great ideas that would revolutionize our world, but they don't put the action in. They don't put the work in to making that dream, that vision, that idea a reality. And so we then have to put that action behind the vision that he has for us. Now, understanding when we're doing that, it's not going to be easy. I wish I could tell you we've entered into a new year, a new decade, that it's going to be an easy year. It's going to be an easy decade. The truth of the matter is it's not. We're going to have challenges all along the way. And once we understand that and understand that it's for our betterment, it's for our growth, we can encounter the challenges in a different manner because they're going to be here. Okay. So what I want you to understand is that as you go through this path to making your vision a reality, understand that you don't have all the answers and you can't figure it out by yourself. Because remember, you're the recipient of the vision, the idea, the notion, this product. You didn't think it up yourself. Someone else gave it to you, and that comes from our Father in heaven. And so I want you to seek his guidance. He teaches us that if we seek his guidance, we'll find him. If we knock, he'll open up the doors for us. But we've got to trust him. We're not to look to our own understanding. Instead, we are to lean to him for all that we need. If no one encourages you, that's okay. Learn to encourage yourself. If you don't have the help, learn what you need to learn in order to be able to help yourself. If you don't see the progress happening as quickly as you need it to, understand there is progress and praise him. Thank him for the progress that you do see. Things don't happen the way we would like them to happen, but they do happen. I can assure you of one thing, that the Lord is my shepherd. And because he is my shepherd, he will provide all of my needs. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to be sad. I don't have to think, well, he provided for me last week. Is he going to provide this week? He will provide for your needs every day, every week, every month, and every year, because he is the great shepherd. You understand? He's the great shepherd. And because of that, each one of us is important. There are billions of people, more trillions of people, but all of us are important, and he is there for us. All we have to do is take the time to reach out to him and then listen. Hear me now. Listen for the response. We spend a lot of time praying and asking God to help us and sharing our needs and all of that, but do we ever take the time to just stop and listen to him? We need to listen to him, Minister Matthews. We need to listen. We asking, he's telling us, but we can't hear him because we too busy asking and sharing all of our troubles with him. Don't you understand? He already knows your troubles. He knew your troubles because he wrote about it in the Lamb Book of Life before time. He already knows it. All we got to do is get information. See, we're not information. Once we get information, we got the answers. That don't mean it's going to be smooth sailing every day, but we got the answers. But to get information means that we have to humble ourselves, understanding that we don't have the answers. Because if we had the answers, we wouldn't need God, but we need him. So one lost sheep, he will seek us out. We can be lost today, lost tomorrow. He doesn't get tired of that because he loves all of us. So seek him and then wait to hear his response, because he will never fail us. He won't leave us. Just trust him. This has been Talk with Todd's Live. I hope that each of you have a great, great day as we complete the first week of the new year. There's a lot of things that are going to happen in this new year that are going to revolutionize our world and the lives of people of faith. I pray that each of us listen to hear God's voice so that we don't miss our opportunity. Until next time, take care of you. Bye now.